everybody. I've got a fun project today. This is something with very few materials that you can do at home on your own, or you can look outside, take your materials outside and do this outdoors if it's a nicer day. But I'm going to show you some materials here in just a second.
First supply today that I want to talk to you about, this is probably more for my middle school, high school, but upper elementary kids, you might already have some of these watercolor colored pencils. This brand is the Inktense. This is probably my favorite personally. I like how vibrant, and I have 72. I think I bought this about 4 years ago, and my high school kids have shared this pack. I don't have one pencil missing. They know that they're very, very important and expensive, but they last forever. Crayola makes a nice watercolor pencil if you're interested in something that you could pick up at Walmart. For the younger kids, or for any kids actually, the washable markers from Crayola work really, really well. These are the two that I used for the project today for most of it. And then you just need a pencil and maybe some water and a watercolor brush. So the two projects are, this would be for my younger students. You simply draw a plant, divide it in half, and you're going to color the negative space, or the space that isn't your plant, on one side, and then on the other side you're going to color the plant. For my more advanced or older students, this one is a little bit more complicated. It's really good for your brain if you like puzzles, but you're going to go ahead and draw your plant in, and then I made a grid of about 9 of 9, and then you color in your positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. And then for my very advanced students, you can even go over the top and make it as detailed as you want using your pencils on top of there, or paint. You could use acrylic paint. You don't have to use watercolor. But this is a project that has a challenge level for everybody from kindergarten all the way up. So I hope you guys enjoy this. For my younger students, I just want to remind you, always draw light till it's right. I drew a little bit darker than I should have, just so you could see it a little bit, but please never forget, draw light till it's right. That way it's easier to erase later. Also, when you're blending with your watercolors, try to make sure you have enough water that it doesn't feel, or the brush doesn't get stuck on your paper, that it flows or slides across your paper. For my advanced students, or middle school to upper elementary, high school, again, remember, you guys also need to draw light till it's right. I added a few details in and then realized, no, I want to leave those out for now. Put your sketch in first, then put your grid lines in, and then go back and work your every other square pattern so that you go positive space, negative space. Blending, I worked all the positive spaces first and then went back and worked my negative spaces, but that's up to you as the artist. One of the last steps is to go back and erase all of your pencil lines that you can see. Add any details. I took a watercolor pencil and I drew attention to my lines just to give them a little bit more pop. That would be an option. And then again, on the bottom 3, I hope you can see this, that you add more details. If you are more advanced, you take it further. So I hope you enjoy this project.